The greatest myth in the WNBA dump has officially been exposed. The myth of all myths, the deception of deception. For the better part of 2 years, maybe even 3 years, the mainstream media has been trying to convince us that Angel Reese is a huge star.
Angel Reese declared herself the face of the WNBA. But how did she fail to even make the top 10 in All-Star voting? Her shooting struggles, making just 30.9% of her field goals, likely played a big role. That's one of the lowest percentages among qualified players in the league.
Angel Reese is the most unskilled basketball player in the history of basketball, in my opinion.
Meanwhile, Caitlin Clark wasn't just in the race, she was running it. With over 515,000 votes, she left Angel Reese far behind, almost as if Reese forgot the voting even began. If you're backing Caitlin and the rest of the Fever, keep voting for them in this year's All-Star Game, and drop Baby Goat over Baby Giraffe in the comments. Let's go.
Be honest. Second straight year that Clark has led the fan voting. She was second in early returns in fan voting in 2024, but jumped to first with around 700,000 total votes by the end of the period. So I'm wondering, are we going to see 1 million votes this time? Because I saw somebody earlier that said so far voting is actually way up versus exactly where we was at this time last year.
And that's where the whole story begins to fall apart. If Angel Reese is supposed to be the WNBA's it player, why are fans showing their support elsewhere with their votes? Let's be real, Reese has been everywhere lately. You can't scroll through social media, pass a bus stop ad, or even blink during a commercial without seeing her face. Yet, she's become the most visible 30% shooter in modern basketball history.
There is obviously no way Angel can compare to Caitlin Clark as a shooter or a passer. And there is no way Angel can live up to her dynamic social media / podcast presence as a shooter or a passer or even a shot blocker. She's blocked only 2 shots so far this season. She doesn't even do that.
Media outlets didn't just cover Angel Reese. They turned her into a branding case study. From Forbes calling her the driving force behind WNBA growth to sports shows acting like she was the league savior, it felt like a full-blown PR campaign. Meanwhile, Caitlin Clark was quietly doing her thing, draining 30-footers and breaking attendance records as if it were just another Tuesday.
Some in the media even do investigative journalism and claim that Angel Reese is the face of the WNBA because she leads the league in followers on social media, along with missed layups and a complete lack of athleticism. Of course, the vast majority of her followers are bots and lonely men, most of which are not buying tickets or watching her games on television because they can't afford the 5 pesos a month to watch the Chicago Bravado on WNBA League Pass.
And the league was fully on board. The WNBA's social media accounts were pushing Angel Reese highlights like she was the second coming, giving her the kind of exposure even all-stars dream of. She was everywhere, interviews, podcasts, endorsements, you name it. Reese was being booked like a Marvel blockbuster, and she leaned into it, claiming she's the reason people are watching. Bold statement, especially when fans seemed more interested in someone else entirely.
Hi, Angel. David Moses with the Biggest Media. Last year, you made a powerful statement saying the reason people are watching women's basketball is not just because of one player, but because of you too. A year later, do you feel like you're
Next question.
Yeah. We'll move on. Thank you. Move on to Zoom.
Because while Angel Reese talked about legacy, Caitlin Clark was out here actually building one. Clark's stats weren't just good. They were superstar level. Fans want more than just charisma. They want results. And when voting time came, the numbers did the talking. Clark shot to the top of the polls, while Reese barely made a ripple. That's not just a surprise. It's a reality check.
She has energy, she has an attitude, she'll rebound you the basketball. Great. Nothing else. She has not, she's got self-awareness. She knows that she's not a very good basketball player.
And that gap says a lot. Why didn't all the hype around Angel Reese turn into actual votes? For every article praising Reese's charisma, Caitlin Clark was putting up box scores that commanded respect. While Reese trended for tweets, Clark trended for highlight reels. There's a big difference between being popular and being truly impactful, and the fans saw it.
There's a people keep telling me, supposed second most popular player in the league that doesn't look like the second most popular player at all. And in fact, a rookie I have been touting that is playing better than Angel Reese, Kiki Arifin. Well, basketball fans are showing up, and they have got her voted ahead of Angel right now. Angel is not in the top 10.
Even Forbes, in all its so-called journalistic wisdom, hailed Angel Reese as a driving force behind the league's growth, while conveniently leaving Caitlin Clark out of the story. But that kind of narrative crumbles when the fans are the ones shaping the next chapter. When the dust settled, it was Clark's name at the top of the ballot, not because of hype, but because of pure performance.
Caitlin Clark has 3 times the amount of votes. 3 times the amount of votes as Angel Reese. So, there you go. I suspect Sophie Cunningham's numbers are going to grow. After what we've seen, somebody said, I saw some things online about they sold $1 million worth of Sophie Cunningham jerseys, and something in the neighborhood of 12,000 all went out one day.
This goes beyond basketball. It's a test of trust. Fans don't want to be told who to cheer for. They want to make their own choices. And when the All-Star ballot came out, they made that choice clear. Angel Reese didn't even crack the top 10. Not even close. Despite all the media hype, endorsements, and marketing push, when it was time to vote, the fans spoke, and they passed.
According to Forbes, Caitlin Clark is not responsible for elevating this turd into the mainstream. The ladies responsible for elevating the WNBA are Angel Reese and the unknown face of the Las Vegas Anonymous Faces.
Now, let's talk numbers, because this isn't just a popularity contest. It's about performance. Angel Reese might be snagging rebounds, but shooting just 30.9% from the field makes it hard to sell yourself as elite, especially as a post player, where those shots are supposed to be automatic. Missing layups? That's not exactly all-star material.
Well, the first returns are coming in on the WNBA All-Star voting. Of course, it will be in Indianapolis. And as you can imagine, Caitlin Clark is leading the All-Star vote. By the way, it looks like a massive turnout.
Remember that 4-point game against the Fever? Caitlin Clark wasn't even on the floor. It was Angel Reese's moment, and she completely fell flat. That's not the kind of performance that earns votes. That's the kind that earns memes. And while her fans highlight her rebounding numbers, a closer look shows many of those are empty rebounds, boards off her own misses. In this league, efficiency still matters.
Enough to tell you where Angel Reese's place is. Well, it's 13th place. And I can tell you right now, Jonquel Jones ought to be ahead of her.
The All-Star vote sent a clear message. Fans reward performance, not hype. Angel Reese may have the media attention and endorsements, but Caitlin Clark's game speaks for itself. If you're backing Clark and the Fever, keep voting. Drop Baby Goat over Baby Giraffe in the comments, and make sure to like, subscribe, and hit notifications so you don't miss the next one.